Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this video showcase we're going to be having a look at the Decepticon Shockwave. This was specially requested by Tony Coolege, so I hope he likes it. First and foremost, as I say, this figure came out in 1985, and it's also believed that it was one of the first figures released at that time. As I say, he's one of the Decepticons, and he's a fantastic figure, and yes, I know I've got no box, and that is quite rare, but this figure, to be fair, for me, it took so long to get hold of anyway. You can tell obviously by my voice, and you've heard me say it a few times already, so don't sound like a broken record. We live in the UK. He was not released anywhere in the UK. So being an adult and 25 years later, trying to find one in decent condition is very, very hard. That's what I'm going to discuss a little bit with you guys now. And the fact is that exactly that, trying to find one now in a mint condition, it's very hard. He's one of the easily most broken toys around, and it could be down to anything. The fact that the hose, you know, sometimes rots away. I'm not actually sure if these do work. I haven't put the batteries in, and as I say, I'm not really interested. I don't really want to try and see if they do work. You usually get quite a bit of damage around there in obviously what it looks like the groin area with the plastic, because it just shatters with the metal on it where you slide the legs back in. So as I say, getting hold of these figures and getting hold of them in the condition they are was quite a task in itself. But I do intend to get one with a box sooner or later if the price is right. Obviously they're very, very high at the moment. Okay, looking at the actual figure then, so there's the gun mode. I have rotated the feet out. The feet aren't supposed to be rotated out in gun mode, it's just that if you want to stand it up, then that's how you do it. You've obviously got the viewfinder on the back there, which is brilliant. The battery clip there. As I say, it is quite hard to get one of these in great condition. So you are looking, you're looking for the battery clip on the back. You're looking for no plastic damage around this particular area here, because when you can push the legs up, that can shatter a few times. I've already mentioned the hose, and sometimes obviously you're missing the barrel. Now there are obviously KO versions out there, and I was duped into buying one of them a few years ago myself because it was loose. And one of the telltale signs I'm going to make you aware of is look for the screws. So if you see the screws on the original Shockwaves, they are all black, and on the KO ones they are all silver. So if you're looking to buy a Shockwave, you can usually tell, as I say, KOs by the box, but if it's loose and you want to have a detailed look at the screws to make sure that you are buying an original. So as I say, the figure itself is fantastic, especially for its time. It is obviously, say, a gun, transforming gun into a robot, so all the new releases of Shockwave aren't the guns for obvious reasons. I can't pick fault with the toy at all. I've just got no, as I say, no issues, no qualms. If I wanted to be overly picky, which there's no need to be, all I could say is that his size comparison to other G1 figures is obviously way off. There's obviously a Megatron. Oh, and I don't want him to fall over, but you can see just how much he towers over him. So if I wanted to be overly critical and overly pedantic, that would be the only negative that I could say about him. Otherwise, the figure itself, as I say, stands nice and tall, and I think the colour scheme looks really good. I think he's well represented in the cartoon. Oh, and now his leg's gone as well. Click that back in. And as I say, a very difficult now anyway figure to get hold of in this condition. So I hope you enjoyed looking at him. I hope I helped you out with a few things to look out for, and take care. Subscribe for more.